I feel in the manner of the second goal, it's a wee bit harsh to lose a game. Do I feel we done enough to win the game? Probably not, if I'm being really honest. Thought we could be a wee bit braver in the second half in terms of possession, building the game. But sitting here losing a 90-minute winner against you is a wee bit disappointing, and the manner of the goal is disappointing because it's one of them. They were really fortunate, and it's a good finish from that, but really fortunate within that. But I think we shoot ourselves in the foot early doors with the set play. Now, we've done a lot of work in it this week, spoke a lot with the boys, showed them footage about, because I think that's now Hearts have got to have the best set play record for in the league. So we spoke about that, and just switching off, not doing my job. I think you get through that kind of wee period, I think the game takes a different turn. But that goal, 6,500 fans in your own stadium, which I'm alright with, but I think that then creates that energy, and probably we become a wee bit risk averse at that point, got a point to hold on to. But I thought we're defensive, like we could have just squeezed a wee bit more, but I think that first goal changes the dynamics of the game. They get a wee lift, fans get a wee lift, probably in a wee bit of adversity at another point.
Derek was a wee bit. I'm just going to say, even when you go behind though, you've got that chance right at the end.
Right at the end, yeah. I don't think there's a lot in the game. I don't know who was it that had the chance at our right hand post. Braga. Surprised it was actually him that missed it, because I think he's quite a good football player. He's a decent player there. I thought it was Cammy Devil. I'm on kid. Nah, Cammy he'll hate me for that. No, but I thought bar that there was nothing in the game. We then create a big opportunity ourselves with it's kind of a great contact, great movement in the corner, great delivery. Got to hit target at that point. I think there was another one dropped to Robbie Muirhead in the box before. Probably got to do a wee bit better. But that's kind of the Premiership for you. That's the Premiership. I say to the players in there, I said last year we'd have walked away with a 3-0 victory, playing with a kind of that intensity, that application. You'd have walked away pretty comfortable, but you're now coming up against top end Premiership players, and I think that's where Hearts will be. I think they'll be there or thereabouts, definitely. So we never done enough to win the game ourselves, but feeling a wee bit sorry for ourselves in the manner how we lost the game.
I was going to say, Derek has already spoken a bit about the referee and the fact that there were so many.
Is there a referee out there? Is there?
Sorry?
Is there a referee out there? Never seen him.
I mean, that must be disappointing when you're trying to play against, as usually one of the top teams.
I just felt, I'll be honest, and I can only be honest, I'm not trying to sit, the ref's no reason we lost the game, by the way. I just thought his performance, there was a lot of yellow cards for Livingston that seemed to not go the other way, so if you're going to be kind of card happy, I'm alright with that, but I think it's got to work both ways, and I didn't feel it felt like that today. I'm not sure what Derek's moaning about then, nah, but I did honestly, I just thought every tackle we made seemed to be a yellow card, and that was disappointing. It was a wee bit, felt like PTSD from the previous years, because and I don't know if it is or if it's not, but maybe the 6,500 Heart fans in the stadium claiming for every challenge probably promotes the referee to make that decision. Does that make sense? So it kind of felt like the wee club syndrome a wee bit today, like every challenge we made went against us. And I'll be honest, how Dan Finlayson comes off with a yellow card for that challenge, I will never know. Now, I'm not saying it's a red card, but I think if there was a VAR check, that would be the only decision I feel could have been, because I thought Stewart caught Dan, but I don't think Stewart meant to catch Dan, and I think the two of them momentum carried each other into one another. I don't think there's any malice in the challenge for both players, but Stewart's elbow catches Dan clean in the face. Now I think it's a coming together, but how Dan can come out with a yellow card from that, I don't understand, and I'm not asking for Stuart to be sent off here. I'm just saying if there was a decision to make, I was surprised it wasn't that. Does that make sense?
Is it tough for you though? It was early doors in the season. You're saying if it as long as it was consistent across it, but smaller clubs that were in smaller squads, it adds up somewhere down the line, though, doesn't it?
Well, it's going to catch us at the tail end. That's going to catch us at some point because of so many cards get given a day, and I don't think it was a bad game of football. Don't think it was a dirty game of football. I think we've got to be careful. You're allowed contact in a game of football. You're allowed to foul. It doesn't mean every foul should be a yellow card. because it actually takes away a wee back part for the other side. I've got 9 players out there on yellow cards that maybe can't go and make that next contact, or I've got to second guess every decision they're making against the ball. So it's disappointing. It does feel like a wee club syndrome a little bit, but I had that last year. I'll be honest, I had it last year where we were perceived as one of the bigger clubs, and sometimes refereeing decisions went in our favour when maybe they shouldn't have.
Windows shutting soon, Davey. How busy is your life going to get?
It better get busy. Hopefully it gets busy. So we're working on, I think we're a wee bit short in the midfield area. We let Reece move on to St Johnstone, and we brought wee Aiden in, and wee Aiden then his hamstring comes off the bone in his first 10 minutes of his appearance. I think I'm a full back short. I've been using wee Sammy Lawwell, and he's done fantastically well for this wee Sammy. But I feel that I'm short in the full back in the midfield area, so it's kind of 2 areas that I've been trying to work and getting someone players in the building. So hopefully we're going to have a wee bit of news about that one, obviously before Tuesday, but Sunday, Monday. Pretty confident we can get something done. But I'd be happy if we could bring a centre mid in and a full back. And there might be one or others, maybe chaps who go on, maybe an agent phones me, or an opportunity arises for a player elsewhere. And I've always kind of had the mindset, if my phone goes like with Zach Grudden, my phone goes, I'll always kind of give the player the opportunity to make that decision in terms of what do you want to do. So if my phone goes, I'll be putting that back to the player or the agent, because really you want to keep boys at the club that want to be at the club. Does that make sense? And they don't want to pursue other opportunities. Cheers.
Yeah.